Blurb.
I hate the rug that's under this table. We're gonna get a bigger one. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be colorful, and the chairs won't.
That'd be nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like just too small for this table. And we're back. We're live. Hello and welcome to tonight's second stream. If you're watching live, we are playing. The dogs have chewies now.
Did I cheat?
Yes. You know what? You'll have a disadvantage, really.
Yeah, really.
So we're live again. Just so you know, the dogs do have chewies, and it is the night before 4th of July, and every night this week, since like Friday last week, there have been fireworks in our neighborhood because there's somebody here that just really likes fireworks. So we're kind of racing sunset, which is cool because this game is quick. So this is the combined game of Century Spice Road with Century Eastern Wonders. Dun, dun, dun. And so they go like that. See, it's cool. That's one cover. And so this game is called Century from Sand to Sea, or Century Sand to Sea, if you keep forgetting the from part, which is what I've been doing all day on Twitter. And so in this game, if you're familiar with Century Spice Road, or if you're familiar with Eastern Wonders, you are using the spices, which are represented by cubes in nice plastic bowls, and you're exploring your spice merchants, and you're exploring the islands, and you're using the cards from Spice Road to help get you more spices and like swap out and do more spice things. So there's that. And so we're going to do a really quick teach. So if you're doing setup, just follow the setup in the rulebook because it's easier and faster than having me explain it. But we'll just do a quick overview. So each player has in their possession the starting hand cards from Century Spice Road, which is 2 cards. And they also have the player board from Century Eastern Wonders. And you play with the Spice Road from Sand to Sea side, which only has 16 outposts on it instead of 20. Okay? And then you also put in the open sea tiles, which is pretty interesting, on the map, and you take out 2 of these tiles. I know I wasn't going to go over setup, but then I did anyway. So what's going to happen is at the start of the game, we are going to draft what spices we want to start the game with, and then we will place our boats somewhere out on the ocean, or on the sea. It's a sea, I guess. And then on our turns, we will be exchanging and collecting spice cubes in an attempt to complete contracts at the 4 port locations. And Steve is shuffling the contracts. Did you shuffle the closed port tile into those?
Yeah, it's in there.
Did you do it right, though?
Where'd it go?
Top 6. Let me see the...
Maybe it magically did it.
Maybe it magically did it itself.
Nope.
So there's 4 port locations that have contracts on them, and we are trying to gather spices in our cargo bays. We each can, at the beginning of the game, have 10 spices max. And we take our spices to these ports and exchange them for the tile, which is points.
Shuffle it with the top 6 or in the top 6?
In the top 5. So shuffle with the top 5, so it's in the top 6. There we go. Hey, Kabuki Kid! And welcome back, everybody else. What's up?
Just, it looks like a lot of focus, or is that just me?
Are you... Oh. I don't know.
It's okay.
So it's like the main overworking game. So in this game, you have 4 possible things that you can do on your turn. First thing, all of these things will be very familiar if you're familiar with both of these games or one of these games. The first thing you can do is you can take a card. The card on the very end is free. If you want to take any card past that card, you have to pay a spice to take it. So if I wanted this card, I would need to pay those 2 spices from my supply to pick up this card. It goes into my hand. Then we would shift and reveal the next card, which is why we have this handy dandy spaceman out, because there's lots of shifting of cards in this game. So, yeah. So that is the first possible thing you can do. The second possible second option you have is you can play a card from your hand. When you play a card from your hand, you do what it says. So cards such as these, they're acquire cards, so this just gives you those spices. So this would just give me 2 ginger. Straightforward. when you play a card, it goes into your personal discard pile. And we'll talk about that in a minute. The other type of card is upgrade cards. Upgrade cards allow you to take 2 cubes and upgrade them on the spice, like, progression. So if I had 2 yellows, which I did, and I played this card, I could upgrade 2 yellows for 2 reds. Alternatively, I could upgrade, let's do this again. Alternatively, I could take 1 red, upgrade it, or 1 yellow, upgrade it to a red, then upgrade the red to a green with that same card. So that is how the upgrade cards work. Then another type of card is kind of like a swap or merchant card, and it's where you trade stuff. So you could trade these 3 spices and you gain these 2 spices. Okay? So that's the cards. But again, whenever you play a card from your hand, it goes into your personal discard pile. The third option that you have on your turn is to move your boat among the islands. And when you move your boat among the islands, it is exactly the same as in Eastern Wonders. So you're going to have your boat someplace. You get 1 movement for free. And so I could move here for free. If I wanted to go here, 1, 2, I would need to discard a spice onto the space that I had to skip. And it just hangs out there. Okay.
Sorry, we're just gonna end up with like spaces with a whole bunch of stuff dumped in them.
Yeah. Just gonna be an
Just
ocean.
dumping
dumps.
the crates in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you move to a location, moving is always optional, right? You don't have to move if you don't want to. Actually, it's different in this one. Sorry. In this one, movement is different. That's right. So you move by discarding cards.
Oh.
So for every card you discard, you get to move, and there is no free movement to begin with.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So card discarding is for your propulsion system. So if I discarded 1 card, I could end up in the ocean. If I discarded a 2nd card, I would end up here. So then once you're at a location, you can set up an outpost at that location, and once you have an outpost, you can perform the market action if you want. So to perform the market action, to put an outpost there, if there is no outpost already, you can just put one for free. But if somebody else were to come along and want to build an outpost, they would have to pay 1 spice for every outpost that is already there. Okay? So Steve would have to pay 1 spice, any color, to build his outpost. So that is building an outpost. To do the action on the tile, you just do the action on the tile. It's really straight. So there you go. The other option when you move is you can move to a port, and this is how you complete those contracts. So if you're on a port location, you can trade in or discard the spices listed on the tile, and then you get that tile, and then a new tile will come out. There is a closed port tile. At some point when that comes out, 1 port will always be closed, and we'll just move it around as people complete stuff. One other thing to note in regards to movement is, let's say Steve is here, and I discard enough cards to get here. I have to pay Steve a cube to be there. Because Steve is already there, and I'm coming into port behind him, I have to pay Steve a cube. If John was also in this port when I moved in, I would have to pay both of them a cube. So it's one of those games where it's in your best interest to maybe avoid going exactly to where the other players are, and you might want to race to get on some of the market locations, etc., etc. So that's the third thing you can do. So the third option on your turn is you move your boat and do things with your boat. When you do things with your boat, you can either go and do an outpost market action, or you can go and complete a contract at a port, okay? The fourth option for your turn is you rest. And when you rest, you pick up your hand, or you pick up all the cards in your discard pile and you add them back to your hand. There's no deck in this game. This is the only deck. There's no personal decks. You only either have a hand or a discard, and that's it. So, there's that. For the outposts, there is a column, and as you pull them off, you're going to pull off the ones on the left to start at the locations denoted on the board, and you'll gain points as you pull them off. In addition, when you complete a column or empty a column, you gain the bonus at the top. In this game, for the first column, you will get a free card from the market. No cost. Pretty nice. The second column, you can either get one of the bonus tiles, which is up here, or you can get a card free of cost. The bonus tiles, this one gives you 1 free movement a turn, which in this game I think is going to be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
This will just give you 6 points, but it decreases down to 3 for every tile taken. And then this gives you 3 additional cargo slots. At the end of your turn, you must discard down to 10 cargo pieces of spice. So yeah, there we go.
Something chat said about, or James.
You can use cards to move even after you play them for your ability, right?
Is that what B is?
Mm,
Either from your hand or from. Yeah, and or your face-up cards.
to the right. Oh, right. Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
There we
thanks,
go.
Thanks, James.
Yeah, thanks.
That changes the game a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been a tight game.
So there's 2 different discard piles.
Mm.
That explains it.
So when you rest, you bring up from both?
When you rest, you bring up from... Yes, you bring up from both. So you have the pile... You have the pile that is the ones you played, and then you have the pile that you used for propulsion.
Mm.
And you can either use the ones from your hand, or you can use the ones from here, but on a single turn, you can't play the card and use it for movement.
Right.
That is not allowed. Alright.
Cool.
Alrighty. Do we want to do...
Sure.
Time!
I don't want to go first, so you can go first.
Was it me and you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll actually do the right thing this time and go first. So we'll do a reverse turn order for drafting. So that means Steve. How predictable. You actually place your boat now, too.
Oh.
Interesting.
D-Day counter. D-Day hasn't even been open, dude. Yeah. We have been very busy. We have been super busy installing a wall so my mom can come stay with us. Also, behind the cameras, last week, my living room looked like the Deepwater Games West Warehouse, because it is the Deepwater Games Western Warehouse. Yeah. But those are all now in the attic, because I'm hiding my secret shame from my mother. I'm not hiding it. She knows all about it.
Okay.
None of these are great. Why did you all leave me
this
with
needs to go
awful
down.
options?
So,
I was leaving it in
play
frame,
for
right?
ability propulsion.
Yes.
Got it.
Okay.
You can put it face down when it's propulsion.
Yeah.
Face up then. Yeah.
No, it's face down for discard, isn't it?
Hmm?
Isn't it face down for discard? Face up for... Yeah. Face up for playing.
Yeah, face up for
down
play, face down for propulsion. That's what I
propulsion.
said.
I think John said it, actually. And you just confirmed what he had said. I'm gonna go here
Oh.
to start. And now we start the game!
Yay.
Okay. James says that he likes one game or the others. He's not sure he likes the combined game mode. Well, we're gonna see how we feel about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start with a T port, and I'm gonna turn those 2 reds into 2 greens.
Very nice.
And now it's John's turn. You don't have to move, do you?
This card, I think.
That would be rough. Also, is
No,
Angela still here? I don't know.
No. They haven't. I don't know when you saw Angelus. I never saw
Oh,
Angelus.
Angela.
Oh, Angela.
I just wanted to point out,
I think Angela.
this is Space Road because we're playing on the space map.
Yep.
He was very excited about
Very
that,
excited.
by the way.
Century Space Road. Space
It's-
map.
I'm done.
Oh,
I took a card.
is me.
Okay, or choosing not to move. Good. They didn't specify. Also, it is a 1-page rule sheet, front and back.
I am
But-
just gonna get 2 and not move.
They have foreign affairs contacts, which makes me wonder if they're like culture checks. I don't know. I'm moving here and paying 1 green.
So you're discarding both your cards?
Oh yeah, I have to do that now, and I don't have. This is a new game. I have to start over. Yes, I'm discarding both my cards. to do 2 reds. Do I want to do 4 reds? Yeah, I'm going to do 4 reds.
You're going to have to remind me that you discard cards, not cubes.
Right.
Yeah, it's...
Although I think
No
because
card
you can
going to
discard ones that you already played, that'll make the engine a little different, and it'll be a little less punishing. But as long as you plan ahead.
It depends.
John, you good?
I'm good.
Oh, there's also no harvest action, if you're aware of Eastern Wonders.
Right.
So,
Oh, I actually had to do... Thank
yeah.
you for reminding me.
so I'm going to put that down, and then do 2 yellows for a green,
Very nice.
and then I'm done.
Okay. I'm going to... This is a totally different game.
You have to rest, right?
Well, no, I don't have to. I can pick up a card.
Oh, right.
But, like, the next card is really good, so I think I'm going to pay that to get that.
That's nice. I'm going to get 2 yellows.
Go. If you're playing them, they go here. If you're moving, they go here.
Okay.
I am just going to get this card.
Installing the mom wall. Yep.
Now amazing.
Dang it! I was hoping I would just pick it up again. Which is interesting because I'll take this card because it's now amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's John's turn. I'm just going to skip you the whole game,
Skip
John.
John. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. He understands.
Yeah. What are the cost of playing with me?
I'm going to do a green and 2 yellows.
Yeah, you still have to use the rest. There's no harvest, but there's a rest action to pick everything up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play this card to get a green cube.
Cool. I'm going to put a cocoa hut and take 4 brown cubes.
And then I'm going to... And there's no free movement, right? I just haven't moved. Okay, so I'm going to discard 1 to go there. Do an chili outpost. And then discard
Just chill,
2
man.
brown
Just chill.
to do 2 green. And 3 reds.
So I'm gonna play this card to do this green into 1 red and 4 yellows.
Very nice.
I think I grabbed one already.
I'm going to rest.
Alright, it's Tiva turn.
Oh, no, I can move. with
Yeah,
these.
you can move with them.
Ah! That's awesome. I will move 1 to go here. Paying a thing to tank a thing into 2 and 3.
I'm going to upgrade 2 reds into 2 greens.
I'm gonna move a card over to go here to do that to do 2 red for a green and 3 yellow, and I don't have enough room. Oh no, I do. To that.
So every time you go, I'm just like, I want to take my turn. Like, oh wait, John exists.
Yep.
I'm sorry, John.
John exists.
Aww.
I'm gonna.
John, you exist in our hearts.
Yeah.
My heart, and his apparently not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna propulse to move here. Drop another chill outpost.
Did you discard a card to
Yeah,
to
I moved from
propulse?
here to there, and then discard 4.
The card is the wind in your sails.
for 2.
This is really deep meaning. Okay. I'm gonna propulse, as we say. And I will discard 1 because of John's thing to build a space hut, which gives me, a card for free from the market, which I will, of course, take that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I can trade in 1 of each of the base colors for 2 brown.
And on the cards, can you do them as many times as you want to?
Yeah, always. Yeah, so if you had... It's the same as that island you went to last time. So if you had 10 yellows, you could get 4. Seems like a lot of moving pieces in the combined version.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
There's multiple things to pay attention to.
You're paying attention to cards, you're paying attention...
Yeah.
We're not moving on the board as quickly as we were last time. I think this game is going to be a little smaller.
Yeah,
or
like
smaller,
none of us have even
slower.
done contracts yet. And I think in the previous version, by this time in the game, we'd already completed like at least 2.
Turn.
Yep.
I know it's my turn.
If you took your turn, we'd be done! No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Speaking of taking my turn, I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna throw this.
Okay.
Plus, you're also not cycling cubes for movement out of your hold. You're like...
This is really
using the
sucky because
power
I want to,
cards.
I really want to play this because this is such a good card. But I won't. I instead will use it as propulsion to go. I just should play it. I'm just going to play it. There's no reason. It's 2 turns versus 1 turn. We're not in a race. We're not in a race.
It's a race.
Angela's a meeting. I love streaming with Australia watching.
I'll do 2 cards.
Over here.
See, and I feel like I get so annoyed with the card shuffle in Space Road. I think I like Eastern Wonders more.
Yeah.
I also think I do.
The question is, do we like Eastern Wonders enough to keep it?
TBD?
Yeah. It's really hard for us to keep games right now because we have this huge wall of games we love
Yeah.
that we just want to play more.
So many good games. Look at them all.
And then we have this stack that's like waiting to be on camera.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to play other things. You're all great, but I want to play other things.
That's coming to Kickstarter soon.
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me.
Is it the Snowdonia Complete Collector's Edition? Because I've seen that one.
Oh yeah. No, I was thinking something else.
What are you thinking about?
Madeira.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I saw that. I heard that. Yep. But you already own Madeira.
I know.
So you don't need it.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's got new bits and things.
Oh, new bits.
I can't not do the new bits and things.
Yeah, Tiff likes the perfect info. Yep, that's true.
Tiff does like the perfect info. I'm
Are
still apparently...
This is why I remember I don't like the card game.
Yeah. AP.
How is your AP worse in this game?
Because perfect information, I can plan the whole game at the beginning
That's
in the
true.
other one. I mean, not the whole game,
But the imperfect information is just just cube upgrades, right?
it's the worst.
No block war games for Tiff. I kick Steve's butt at block war games.
She does. It's the worst.
Mhm. Yeah. I have perfect information, and I can use my perfect information to attack his perfect
Just
information.
do that.
I wish.
Just move to...
That was 3 though.
What? No, I was here. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And you said 2.
You discarded 2 cards. Yeah.
We get free movement, right?
If we did, I would move John off of the island he's on. It's free, right?
I went there just for you.
Well, now I have a reason to rest because
Yeah.
you're annoying me.
Well,
You're blocking me.
and Steve's gonna be pissed off at me.
That's fine. You can piss Steve off some more. I need I can move 1 space, and you are in the space I want to move to.
Yep.
So
Okay, I'll do both of those and go here.
you only have
Outpost.
2 of 6. Okay. Loading up on his purples. Alright, well, seeing as John is where I wanted to be, I will rest.
And then I'm going to move. Sorry, Steve.
Well, now there's not
That ship
a
has
reason
sailed.
Yeah.
for me to do that, but that's fine. Okay. Steve's turn. Dooba-dooba-doo, bop. Boop-a-doo, bop, boop. Ooh, hey, I can say something really fun, though. I think. I didn't get an official email from... Oh, maybe I did finally. From somebody. But I was talking with the rep from Plan B, and he wanted to sponsor a giveaway of Century Eastern Wonders. So... that's not the right email inbox. What are these words at me? Yeah, so, my Patreons, at the $5 level, I do one giveaway a month, and of a large game. Medium, small, large box game. And this month, it will be Century Eastern Wonders. So there's that.
Cool. Who's is it?
It's Steve's turn still.
No, I rested.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You just grumbly took it. Alright, so I will play this card because I don't like the look of it. To go here. And then I will have to pay that to build that. And then I can do that to get 4 reds. And then it is John's turn.
I'm just resting.
Are you having a good rest? Is it enjoyable?
It's a restful rest.
That's nice. That's good.
Yeah, I feel good.
It's important.
Yeah.
Resting is important.
I'm just gonna pay 2. I'll go back here.
This propulsion thing's messing me up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2. And I need to make a hard decision.
It's actually really interesting. There's only how many more games are playing? One more. One more for the Century Line. And you'll be able to play it with all of them together or any combination. So, I'm interested to see.
So the last game in the series will have, I guess, 1 rule sheet per combined game.
Yeah. Plus the base game by itself.
Yeah. Combinatorics are
Finish
fun.
your turn! I wanna go. I'm going to play... No, I'll play this card. Which gets me a green.
I'll play these 2 cards to move here.
Oh, you did it again. That's fine.
What did I do?
You play the movement ones on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2. That gets me a card. None of these cards are great, but
Well, the really interesting thing is in the third game, the big combined game, you could use the money. Like, there could be a thing where, like, you use money from Spice Road, and the market card. Like, it's interesting. There's a lot you could do, because component-wise, you could use all the components in the different ways. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, market refill.
Oh, thank you. It's not as much card moving.
Yeah. It's not as tedious.
Yeah, 'cause it's not happening as much. I think I'm gonna discard 2 to go here.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna move my outpost for some reason. Just take it.
And it's pay a cube?
Yes.
Still?
Yes.
Okay. Which I guess will be a red. And then that is a capsized again. Yellow outpost.
So you get a free card.
So I get a free card, and that card will likely be this card.
It's been really nice out here in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
It's like cool in the morning and in the evenings, like where you just need a sweater or a long sleeve shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the day, it's like sunny and gorgeous. But we're not supposed to tell you about that weather in Portland. I mean, it's been raining nonstop. Our deck
terrible.
is soaked wet. I mean, we're gonna have to refinish it. I may have left the sprinkler running for the hour we were playing Century Eastern Wonders, which is unnecessary. It hasn't been hot enough. So we're gonna have a really lush lawn. Okay. I'm just gonna try a little. I'm gonna do this to upgrade. So I'm gonna upgrade this red to a green. And I don't want to upgrade anymore, so I won't. You can do that, right? You can shortchange your channel for yourself. I think so.
Yeah, why not? Let's go up. There.
Boppity boppity boop, indeed. I will discard this last card to go there. Okay. Green. Oops.
Can you still
Okay,
move
green.
and put an
Yellow.
outpost and not take the action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The market action is optional. The performing the swappy
Then
is optional.
and
Yeah.
green to be 2 reds. Tiffany's turn.
So I'm gonna use this card to propulse to here, and I'm just gonna do the outpost action.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice card. Let's just get things in it.
Yep. That's
I
awful, Kabuki.
am resting.
Yeah. Don't like heat. Heat is awful.
Oof.
Your turn.
It is my turn.
It is my turn.
I guess I will propulse 1, and then I will propulse 2 to go here to do that for that. And that is my turn.
Curious. Okay, let's do. I'm just gonna do. Let's see. Yep.
I'm just gonna propulse here and do that.
Carpusa Propulsa. Nope. Still no close port. I just like live in wait and desire of the close port. I don't know why. I'm going to do that to get a brown cube.
Do twice to there and do that.
You're gonna do the no, you can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that and turn my green into 2 reds.
I'm gonna propulse with that to trade in a brown cube for 2 reds and 3 yellows.
I'm just gonna go up here.
Is game and condition the same?
This.
Yep.
Okay.
Game end is the same. Scoring is the same.
I'm gonna propulse and go up here and then do 2 reds.
Do you want to build an
Two
outpost?
greens. Yes, that was the other thing I was doing. That's half the reason I went there. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Signature.
I am going to rest.
I also am resting.
Oh, do I want to rest? I don't want to rest.
Nope.
I take it back. Take it back.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's stupid. Don't do that, Tiffany. Nope, I rest. Woohoo, I
Rest.
rested.
John, you rest?
Yeah.
I got 2 yellows. Tiffany's turn.
Tiffany's turn to propulse 1 to go here.
There you go.
Yep.
You made it happen.
But is closed port gonna come out? That's all I care about. No.
And repulse 2. Go there. That one. Green, red, Is it gonna come out now? Yes.
Yes, the closed port. Kara's turn.
Oh,
Oh, do you though? Do you know the Muffin Man?
just do that. Go here, and then 2 of those, 1 of those.
So much less movement.
Yep.
This
Yep.
game.
Oh, closed.
There you go. What do we got?
Open. Green and yellow.
Okay. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? I don't. Now that's in my head. I apologize for everything and nothing all at once. I'll play that to pick up 2.
I'll do the same.
The Muffin Man replaced the final countdown. That's highly unlikely. No. Hey, Vince. Hey, Vince. Yep.
I'm gonna put that down and upgrade yellow and red.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Chief?
It's great. It's going great, everybody. I will play. This is a weird game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that to take that.
David asks if we went to Origins. Yes, David, we did go to Origins.
We did, yeah. We didn't vlog it though because I was working and Steve was trying to enjoy himself. So no vlogs. I was on a lot of cameras, so
Propulse.
I was interviewed a lot. So there's a lot of video footage of me at Origins that you can find if you just look for Deepwater Games. So there's that.
Tiffany.
I'll do that to get 2 red.
Mm-hmm. That upgrade. Oh no.
I'll get it eventually. There we go.
Me?
Just
Yes.
Okay.
Propulse. Go here. 2 reds for green and 3 yellow.
Okay. I will play that to get a green.
Pulse 1. Go here. I'll pay this red to put out that. Order 4. 2. Okay.
We did sell all of the welcome to.
I am gonna rest.
Okay. Play that. Take it around.
I'll move 1. That. New contract comes out. Oh, right.
I'm gonna propulse 1. Go here. Pay 2 yellow cubes to put down a close outpost. And then I will do a 1 of each. 2 brown.
I will complete the contract that I've been sitting on. Which I was able to do just with the cards that I picked up, which is...
Amazing.
Wow. Wow.
Not sure if I'd go with amazing. The wow might be more accurate. So there you go.
My turn.
Jonathan.
Erg. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. We've demoted a lot. I've demoted a lot. I've played it a lot. I've marketed it a lot, and I still occasionally am like, I just want to play Welcome to. So there's that. I'm excited to. We're doing a Gen Con event, and I'm like actually excited for it,
Okay.
whereas opposed to like, oh, I have to do this
Turn, you're
event.
Done.
Okay.
I ordered 1,000 player sheets of Welcome to. I might be a little optimistic, but I'm really hopeful.
I'm gonna propulse and go here.
Aw, thanks, James. To be fair,
Actually,
Suze knew it would be
I
big.
don't want to do that.
Suze and Maggie.
Do that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't want to burn a brown.
Right.
Seems like a bad idea.
It's the whole. This is the whole point.
Yeah.
It's an expensive,
I will
expensive
pulse
trade.
to go there
Yeah.
to do that.
Last free spot.
Yeah.
I'll pulse to go there to do that.
All right, take 2. Propulse to go here. Pay a yellow to place that outpost, which gets me an upgrade. So I'm gonna get cargo space, and then I'm gonna do 3 brown to get
Oh no, brown.
Wow.
6 red,
You can still pre-order Kabuki Cat.
and then 9
We have
Free
yellow.
yellow.
I checked the inventory earlier today, and we
hold it
had
all.
80.
I can't hold
left.
it all, but
You
I
just wanna
did just
see it
get a
all.
hold. I did just want to get a hold upgrade.
We have 80 Welcome to left, or it's probably
Oh, nice.
75.
Yeah, I got that right when I placed.
Or like 70ish. But yeah, we have, when I
So-
checked the inventory earlier today, it was 81, so it's probably down to like 78 or something. We average 10 a day, so it's just gotta make it to the 10th. I shut down pre-orders on either it sells out, or I think the 18th is when I'm gonna shut down pre-orders. So if you get your pre-order for Gen Con pickup or shipping, otherwise it'll be available in stores in September. So yeah. You can play with my play along stream if you want. I did 3 of them. And the play rate's on an app or on a thing. So it's an option.
Tiffany's turn.
It is my turn, yes. Yes!
Hmm.
How now, brown cow? I like have all this propulsion saved up. But like,
Where are you even going?
there's nowhere to put. I don't want to go anywhere. I'll pick up this card.
I'm simply gonna rest.
I haven't played Ancient Artifacts yet. So don't know yet. I've been very consumed. I haven't been doing a lot of the research.
Anybody mind if I retcon slightly?
How much are we slightly?
Keep a red instead of keep a yellow.
Okay. It's your one for the year.
It's my unilateral unpublished rules exception.
It's your one for the century.
Spice roll. Okay.
Is that your turn? No, just kidding.
That's right, you get it, but it's your turn.
There is
no,
an
no,
app.
it
It's
is.
just the player sheet. It's not really good on your phone. It's because you have to like the sheet's really big, and like cram it onto the space so the touchstones are really small.
Tiffany.
So on iPad, it's great, but on phone, it's a little tight.
Mm.
So, on that note, I will propulse, bop, to here, to pay this to do a thingy.
I'm gonna get those things.
That is a great little thing. I'm going to propulse to go back to here and do 2 green, 2 red, and 2 yellow.
Wow. 4 brown.
And 4 brown.
We laminated a bunch of sheets, so I like the laminate ones. I'm gonna pick up this.
Pulse, using that one. And
Propulsa.
Propulsa. And that one.
Steve turn.
Oh, I gotta propulse my thing.
Oh, sorry.
I'll throw a yellow.
There's like as much going on in like a midweight Euro game in the combined game,
Yeah.
but like.
I'll take that 6.
Damn it. How did you know I was 1 turn away, Sean?
I saw it coming.
your turn.
Hilariously.
Is this some kind of... Hey, Chozo! This is Century from Sand to Sea. There's no trading. It's, and there's no dice, so there's no random generation of goods. You generate goods by playing cards, or going to locations to trade cards with the game, not with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But the board, the tiles are hexes, so it looks a little like Catan, but it's nothing like Catan, play-wise. I'm going to discard this card to move to here, to... Sure, yeah, I'm there. We'll say I'm there. That's great. That was my turn. I moved there. It was beautiful. And then I, discarded that to do this.
Yeah, which gets you a thing.
To get me 5 points. Free movement is great, but 5 points. I think this game's gonna end soon.
Don't know why you think that. No indications. I am going to... Propulse.
But yeah, actually, looking at it this way,
here.
it does look like Catan, but with cubes.
2 reds.
I'll
to
trade
just
you.
get 1.
I'll trade you 2 turmeric for 1 saffron.
2.
Haha, joke's on you. Those aren't in this game.
I can't. It's chili and ginger. That's it. Okay. I am. God, John didn't move.
Nope.
John, you had 1 job. 1 job, John. That's what they call you.
So you're saying I should stay there longer.
Sure. Yeah, do that. That's
yeah,
fine.
the AP
That's
is
fine.
bad for me in this game. I took the wrong turn. Like it's,
See, you like perfect information games
the
too.
second I did it, I was like, that turn was wrong.
I will move...
Well, it's not just that it's perfect information, it's that there's many
1,
different ways.
Kabuki Kid called out that I
2.
did Final Countdown this stream, and so just now I was gonna hum it. It like came into my brain, but I was like, no, because she already. I was like, no, that's Final Countdown, and Kabuki Kid already caught me on that. But it's like it wants to come out. It's in the back. It's in the forefront of my brain, the back of my throat. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
All right, to me.
Oh, I hate everyone.
Let's do 4 of these.
At this point, I'm gonna like just get enough in my hand to do the last contract. This is ridiculous. Actually, that's a really good point. I'm rusting. I'm like, how do I get all these things to go to this island? But I'm like, actually...
Do the right thing, John.
Who, me?
Yeah.
He moved off the spot. That
Yeah.
was the right thing. But he
What's the
doesn't
right
need
thing
to be
now?
there.
Oh, I don't know. I was just being
He doesn't
encouraging.
even
thank you.
know what the right thing is.
I believe in
Don't.
you.
I'm gonna do that. Do 6.
Alright. It is my towel, yes.
I'm gonna propel to go here and then finally do that contract. So
Nice.
2.
And I want to do it. So I want to hum it so bad because I figured out
There's
what I want
a
to do.
time and a place, and that time and the place is when someone triggers game end.
Ugh. Alright.
Oof, we've got really the high roller contracts are
Playing
coming
that
out.
to do that. Jonathan.
It certainly is. I've got too many pinks over here.
I know, there's like a large swath of pink.
I don't like it.
It's a very different play from Eastern Wonders and Spice Road. It's unique for between the 2 games,
Interesting.
and it uses mechanics from each of them, which is interesting. Interesting. I think Steve's AP is too big.
I mean, I do want to play it again. Maybe it'll get better. I'm starting to figure out the things I need to do slightly differently every turn.
Okay, that's fun. Let's do that. 1, 2. There. Burn these 2.
Fireworks
Oh,
are
no, the
starting.
fireworks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Sunset's down.
Speaking of final countdown, that might
But
be
the
it.
Chewies are going.
me?
So
We're close.
We're close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest.
we're close.
Tiffany's turn.
Upgrades to do
Oh, yellow.
Yeah, I'm letting
started?
myself do it. I did.
You did. Yes.
I thought I went last. Ugh.
I propulse 2. No, 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 no.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes. No.
I propulse 3 to move 1, 2, 3, and then turn in my 2 brown
How now, brown cow?
for
Yeah, that's
another
a good
2
call.
green.
Yep.
It's like 10 points right there. Good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
2, 3
Because
red.
I propulse 1.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, shoot.
I even final countdown. You can't say you didn't know it was coming.
No, I know. I thought I had a. I
You
thought I
have
had a
one
single
last turn.
yellow.
Oh nope. You have one more turn though.
I will propulse 1 to go there. So that one.
Boosh.
Boosh.
There we go.
Darn it.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da.
These aren't worth anything. Are they?
I don't think they are, no. I think the scoring's the same. Finish the game, Kairos! Finish the game! It's your last turn. He's gonna be here like a good while. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just add up my points. Do-do-do-do. Is it a new game then?
Yeah,
In
I
the
think.
database?
Oof. I don't know. We'll find out. It doesn't have its own cover.
It's not. Darn.
Oh, yeah. The sport's closed now.
Oh, yeah.
Ah!
That could be relevant to my interests. Ah!
Can't do it anyway.
Well, no, I have.
So it would just be Eastern Wonders then.
Well, that's disappointing.
I know.
That's fine. That means I got another play of Eastern Wonders in.
Super disappointing.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Let's see. 10. 23.
Yep, we need to.
Yeah, we need to wrap this up. We're waiting on you. Like,
I know.
we're just literally waiting on
Last
you.
turn.
20. Sorry.
Yeah. Iron Prince only knows 50% of what's going on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So we are spice merchants, and we're moving our ships around to establish outposts at ports, and the ports allow us to take market actions, which are the transitions. So, like, 2 red for 2 green. And we are
2
collecting
reds.
spices in our cargo holds,
Do
and then
that.
we're going to ports to turn in those spices for these contracts, which is points. In addition, instead of doing things on the board, we can acquire and play cards, and these are like contacts that you make at the ports, and they can either give you cubes, help you swap cubes, or you can use your contacts to like help propulse your boat around the map. It's interesting. That thematic stretch is a little interesting.
I like the mechanic though.
Yeah, no,
That was fun.
it's tight. Yeah,
I probably didn't get it. 66.
66. John and I are like, okay, we'll put it in.
Got it. 83.
71. 71. So a little bit of a further spread on that one.
Yep.
And John wins. Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
For winning Century from Sand to Sea. And that's the combined game. That
Very
one
nice.
took 54 minutes to teach, stream, and have Steve's AP.
So you had 6 minutes of AP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Not bad.
It felt like about 6 minutes of AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the From Sand to Sea. So this is the combined game of Century Spice Road with Century Eastern Wonders. It uses the card mechanic from Century Spice Road, and it uses the map mechanic with movement from Eastern Wonders. And there you go. There will be a third game in this trilogy coming out probably next year, I believe, that will have probably a new mechanic. And it will be able to be mixed with both of these games, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So, Yeah.
I imagine it'll still do the cube conversion.
I mean,
in some way.
I think
Yeah.
I think that's the primary mechanic across all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, thoughts?
James says you're throwing passengers from the boat to move faster.
Well, it's like a junk orbit where you're throwing mass out of your ship
Yeah.
to propel yourself. Like that's how boats work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally how boats work.
It's like ballast. That's how
Remind me
balloons work.
why I should go sailing with you ever.
So one thing I'll say just from playing this is because we had so much flexibility in the card market, it felt like I had to care way less about the map and where people were placing things.
Yep.
Like it wasn't as important to like block people or make an important conversion more expensive or like block off a route as in just the basic game. Like it felt more solo-ish in that once I get the cards that I need, I can just
And then the people part became kind of third concern. Really, like where somebody was and where they had been was like my third thought.
Yeah, and it's not nearly as important. Whereas I feel like in the main version, it's tight. And then also the fact that in the main version you have to use cubes both or to pay players and to propel for movement and to pay for outposts. Your cube economy was a little bit tighter, whereas this I felt
a bit looser.
Yeah,
it was a bit looser with the cubes because they weren't as important. You didn't need them. For
I was tighter on cubes. I was way tighter. Last game, I was flush with cubes.
No, but I mean, your decisions about the cubes are less. There's less things that you're doing with each cube. So, like, I could just focus on cube conversions. I'm not going, okay, I need a small buffer of cubes to... like this, I felt like my hold was always overflowing because I could stack using those.
I thought it was less interesting that the lack of the harvested action. Like, I couldn't get yellow cubes at certain points. Until I back up.
Which I thought that was interesting.
Which was much more interesting than just like, oh, I'll just get a couple of yellow cubes. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I did like that.
Yeah.
To build on the point that you were saying in regards to player interaction, it reminded me the thing that I don't like about Spice Road is there is like very little player interaction. You're doing this, and then you look up and you're like, oh yeah, I would take. There's nothing in my hand I want to do. Oh, that card's good. I'll take that. Or you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna play this. Oh, that card's great. I'll take that. And like and then you're racing for the thing that's the only thing you're doing. Whereas in this game, the player interaction of like where your opponents are and what they have in their hold, you can see what they have in their hold, and you can see where they have outposts, and you can kind of like figure out, oh, they can move one, and like they'll do this, and so there's a good chance that I'll end up here and they'll end up there. Whereas unless you're paying attention to what cards people are picking up and playing, and like you're counting the cards as they play, I feel like player interaction wise, Eastern Wonders is more interesting than Spice Road, and From Sand to Sea brings back part of some of that decrease in player interaction with the introduction of the cards and the hands and the randomness that I feel makes it a little bit more sandboxy, not to the extreme of Spice Road, but yeah.
And maybe that's what you like. Maybe you want it to be somewhere in the middle. You want it. You like some sandboxy, but you don't want it as sandboxy as Spice Road. I mean, myself, I like the perfect information because, like someone said, it's like playing with an open hand. I can see what your capabilities are based on what outposts, and I can calculate. Oh, you're going to need to pay if you want to jump in here and do this.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's in your hand, I just tune it out because it's too much. I have to think about the market and the outpost locations and my hand, and I just can't care about your cards.
Yeah.
Because it also doesn't super matter because I have so much flexibility. I can't really block you from doing stuff other than, oh, I should have taken that card because John would have wanted that. And the turns where you just take a card from the market like are interesting, but it doesn't feel as dynamic. Like in the main game, you're basically always on a path and always moving. True. And it's a nice change it can be a nice change of pace. It's like, okay, I'm going to park here, do my card stuff, and then set out on another voyage.
That created some more interesting blocking. Like I parked on a spot and Tiffany really wanted to go there, so it actually changed the course of what you were going to do.
Because the cube economy is so much tighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. I feel like if you really like Spice Road, and you think that you'll like Eastern Wonders, from the Eastern Wonders playthrough we did previously, and this seems interesting to you, this combined game is interesting. I think because Steve and I don't really like Spice Road. I don't know. Do you not enjoy Spice Road?
I just
put you on the spot.
Yeah.
No, I find this same kind of issue I was having with this. It's hard to pay attention to what you're doing and what your engine is for me, so I just tune it out and don't even take it into account really in Spice Road.
Yeah.
Like, because it's hard for me to pay attention. So I don't like it as much because I'm not focusing on the other players as much.
Yeah, and I don't... Well, and so part of that, I don't like Spice Road for the randomness. I don't like the lack of player interaction. And I don't like the potential AP that certain people can get. So I don't like Spice Road. And so this combined game with Eastern Wonders and Spice Road, I like Eastern Wonders more than Spice Road, but I don't like it more enough to outweigh the dislike that I have of Spice Road. Like, this was fine. I'd play it if somebody wanted to play it, but, like, I wouldn't personally be like, oh, I want to play the From Sand to Sea version of the game tonight. But that's just me, because I, like I said, don't like Spice Road. We don't own Spice Road anymore. I played the Golem edition. It's very pretty. It's not pretty enough for me to buy a game that I won't play. So, because it's the same game, it's just prettier. So, there's that. Yeah. Steve's shirt is really, Steve's shirt is amazing.
Yeah, this is favorite thing we got at Origins here.
I got this one at Origins, but I've owned this shirt already. I just got myself a new one because mine was getting worn out.
But yeah, I think some people probably will really like the idea that they can combine 2 games and make an epic larger game. Does this go up to 4 players?
Yeah.
Like, maybe if you just want this, like, you want to make this game bigger and, like, your main game of the game night and play it with 4.
I don't think that it made it that much bigger. I honestly feel like if your game night's 3 to 4 hours, you could play Spice Road, you could play Eastern Wonders, and then you could play the combined game.
Play them all. Like, if you want to make it more, you want more of it, you want to combine it.
We played and streamed both of them in an hour each. Yeah. So this video is only going over an hour because we were talking about it. So yeah. Any other thoughts, feelings? John, you're not like actually a big fan of these style of games.
I'm not.
How did you feel about Eastern Wonders?
I like Eastern Wonders better than Spice Road. I was not a big fan of Spice Road when I first played it. I've only played it once though, so I don't know. I kind of like that combined version a bit more
than Eastern Wonders.
Eastern Wonders.
Interesting.
Which is really interesting. I'm not sure why. I think I really liked the card play of like being able to put it down.
That was tight.
Use that for propulsion. I was like, I really like just enjoyed that dynamic. Like, I gotta get this action and then also get an action out of that card again.
That was interesting because I was replotting what I wanted to do based on, well, this is in my hand now, so I can play that.
Yeah.
Like the what you're doing on your turn and the decisions I thought were interesting. I just think.
I just really liked my last turn too because I played that card to get 2 yellow cubes.
I like that turn perfect. Where I destroyed
and then
you.
I had 1 card left, which was my 1 propulsion that I then.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think one thing that would completely blow out the AP on Eastern Wonders, like in my head, it seems like there's a lot of games that have the whole, there's 4 actions, you can do 2 things on your turn. And I feel, especially at the end of the game, I would like the ability to, I'm not saying they should change it, just in my head, I'm like, okay, I can play a card and then move, or I can move and then play a card. It would kill the AP potential to be a different game.
You only can do 1 thing on your turn.
No, I'm saying if you could do 2 things.
Oh, it would help you.
The structure of the game makes me think of being able to do 2 things on your turn before other people go. And it would blow out the game, but in my head I want to do that, because it feels a little so like, okay, I play a card, wait for everything to come around, then like I do the thing. I don't know. I want to do that whole So.
Did we buy the game with the Evil Corgi? We didn't, but I have actually met and conversed with the publisher of that game several times now, because I always go by his booth and hug his Corgi. And he remembered me from last Origins, because I was that crazy woman that was like, I will buy your stuffed Evil Corgi for any price, sir. And he was like, it's the only one in existence and it's handmade, and no.
It's like, does it give you bad luck? Like, is it like the monkey's paw thing? Like, would I be doing you a favor by taking it off? Did it grant you a wish and then make your entire life be ruined? Like, if that's the case with the Evil Corgi, I'll take it.
I mean, I think what happens with Corgis, period. But that's just from a bitter, jaded Corgi owner whose Corgi's getting old. No, not getting old. Anyway, I'll just show the insert, because the insert's pretty nice. They do nice things with their inserts. So you put in the score tiles, and then these tiles go down and fit perfectly.
That's nice.
It's a good use of space. Like, it's a well-designed insert, I think, just because it uses the
Well, it's
space
really funny
well.
because it's like, here's all these like plastic injected pieces for all these other ones, and then this one doesn't have one.
Oh.
It doesn't have its own slot, and I'm like,
Oh.
okay, we'll just toss it in there. So yeah, I thought that was, I was like, but what? So yeah, anyway, mother comes from, da 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 da. Bottle Imp. Bottle Imp. I like Bottle Imp a lot. I used to play Bottle Imp a ton. The old creepy edition, where the art told a story. That was good. I haven't gotten the new edition. But anyway. So we do that. You like moved it out of camera frame. I know
No.
you were having fun staring at it, but see, and then these go on,
Oh.
and they're high enough now that the
Box lid will.
box lid will keep them in. Okay, cool. So that's, and then we have the extra plastic bags because we're not sure how good it will be. So there's those, and then that, and then that, and then that. So that is Century Spice Road
Oh, that's...
plus Eastern Wonders in what is called Century from Sand to Sea. Bum, bum, bum. So there you go. That is those games. And they do say on the sides, oh, which side is it? This side. It says to be continued and to be continued. So we do know that the third one is coming. They also
I hope
announced originally.
The last one says the thrilling conclusion. Because
Okay.
I feel like that's what you have to say at the end of a trilogy. You have to say thrilling conclusion.
The thrilling conclusion. Yeah, so there we go. Cool. Awesome. That's it for tonight. For our streams. That went way faster than I
Yeah.
thought they would. Those were both really quick. They say on the box 30 to 45 minutes, and they mean it, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even first game.
You don't know.
Well, only if you're playing with somebody that's targeted to end the game. When Steve and I play, we get a little completionist sometimes. Yeah. So when we played 2-player, I think our 2-player game took an hour
Oh well.
because we're like only going. We were ignoring the small point values. We were like, we won't go for those. We'll just spend
Keep
forever.
building up.
Yep. Coolies. Tune in probably Thursday, potentially Thursday. My mom is visiting. Yay! And she played the last time Next Move published a game. It was called Azul, Plan B. Azul, and it was really good, and my mom really liked it. And they have a new game called Reef, designed by Emerson Matsushi. Sorry, Emerson. It's along the lines of Azul, so it's like simple and really straightforward, but the strategic depth potential is like really high. So we're gonna stream that on Thursday with my mom because we're gonna play it with her when she gets here tomorrow. We're gonna play it a bunch, and then we'll see if she wants to stream it. If she doesn't want to stream it or something comes up and we don't have time, we won't stream it on Thursday. I'm sorry, but that's the plan right now. But life happens, so maybe we'll see you Thursday. Maybe we won't. But yeah, we'll let you know on Twitter. Okay. Whew. Anything else?
I think one of the reasons my AP was bad, was I was working on my button shy game for the button shy contest during that.
You know the deadline for that is like a week away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. On that delightful note, we're gonna go play something else, not on the internet. But thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're watching this video live, thanks for hanging out in the chat with us. It's always a lot more fun when people are in the chat. That's why we stream games, is to interact with you all in the chat. And if you're watching this in the future, we also stream games so that people can see how the games are played. And we invite you into our house. Like, literally, this is our house. This is our living room. Our couch is right there. We've actually been sleeping on our couch for the last week because of a construction problem.
Yeah, it's true.
It's there. And so thank you for coming and watching our play through, and we hope that it helped give you an idea of how the game played and what it was like and what the rules are like. And sometimes we might not get the rules always right, and sometimes Steve cheats, but we had fun and we hope you had fun watching us. So thanks for sticking around to this part. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, make sure you're subscribed. If you're on Twitch, go ahead and give it a little heart. And so you'll get notifications when we go live in the future. And there we go. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Good night.
Circle of Wagons. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was like cleaning up and I found a copy of Circle of Wagons just on the floor randomly, and I was like, this could have come from anywhere in this house. We have so many copies.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. Good night. See y'all.